training camp for the soul, I guess about a year ago now.
Closer, year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, I was like 3 years, and then she's like, no, and I'm like, no, year and a half. Yeah. So her and Lance came to training camp for the soul, our in-person retreat in Idlewild, and I was one of the facilitators there. And so, yeah, we met there and have been friends since and stayed in touch and have done a lot of other programs together. And then now here she is visiting me in person.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's been fun.
It has. So we'll start with the first one that's there. What is a win that you have to celebrate? It can be little, it can be small. No, little and small are the same.
Yeah,
Little, big, medium.
Yeah. I have two different celebrations, 2 wins. One would be officially moving here to Austin and calling it home for however long, for more than a month. But kind of coming, yeah, like just getting here and calling it home, getting settled, building community. And then my second win is really stepping into being a sex coach, along with my communication and relationship stuff, but really stepping in and doing more sex coaching stuff. So it's been a lot of fun.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. Coming from being a preacher's daughter, a Baptist preacher's daughter, to a sex coach is quite the spectrum.
I was going to say, how does it feel to be a Texan again?
It feels amazing. Yeah, full circle in a lot of ways. Yeah, I was born and raised in Texas and then moved to Memphis and then been in California and then now I'm back in Texas. So.
What part of Texas are you originally from?
I am from Wichita Falls, so it's close to Oklahoma border. It's a little north central. Yeah.
Nice.
Small town, middle of nowhere. Yeah, got in a lot of trouble. So it's nice to be more in the city now.
Less trouble for you.
It's debatable. I still get in trouble. It's just not, I don't label it trouble anymore. Yeah.
What's something unique about yourself? You already told us one very unique thing.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, what's unique about me? Well, fun thing. I'm going to move my hat. I can wiggle my ears without my hands. Well, you can't really see them. Can you?
It.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at your muscles.
That's right. My muscles came into good use, yeah. So I can wiggle my ears without my hands. That's something unique. Another unique thing, maybe a little more personal than that, is I was a twirler growing up. So I used to be a baton twirler and can spin fire. And I like pole dancing.
What about the hogs?
Oh yeah. That's right. So I would have animals and I would show them, raise them, and then show them, and win money.
Did you twirl batons at the same time as you were showing the animals?
I wish that would be pretty awesome. I'm going to try that. I'm going to go home and show some pigs and then twirl a baton while I'm at it.
Kayla, do you have any farm girl questions that come to mind with that though too? Because you grew up on a right? So do you have any similarities?
I didn't show any, we had cattle, so I didn't show any pigs when I was a kid, and I didn't show any cows either, but we had a big electric fence around our house, and I have touched it on occasion and gotten electrocuted, which isn't a fun thing, but definitely has happened.
Oh, I thought that too. I did that at my aunt's house. That hurts.
Ow, that sounds painful. I did not have to experience. Oh,
so bad.
man, I just helped cut off pig balls. That's about it. No shocking to me.
That is unique.
Yeah, see?
So go to Billboard. What and or what would the message be?
Oh, yeah, you tell me this. I'm like, what would it say? Just fun times with Ash. Fun with Ash. Fun times with Ash. Lots of giggles. Yeah.
Got
And then I talked about poop for a minute because I like to talk about poop a lot. So.
it. Oh man, missed it.
But I don't think I would want that on the billboard. Good to know.
Let's try this again. How can we celebrate you?
My move to Austin, and I'm going to be launching a pocket product in, I say the next couple of weeks. My goal is to have it done the next couple of weeks. But I got a lot of clarity around it. So the relationship recon will be launching soon.
Nice.
That's it. I don't know if I'm frozen, so
I
I'm
know.
like,
That's awesome.
For a second, when you said pocket product, I was thinking about like something that would vibrate in a luggage bag, you know, at the airport when you're like, it's my toothbrush.
I do have those too.
So with this you said relationship recon,
Mm-hmm.
is it going to be more on the sexual aspect of a relationship and what you're working towards?
It's a step into that. So it's like the first edition. It's like a level 0.5, and then there's level 1 and level 2. But this is just the foundation of creating, your foundation or relationships. So creating structure around some meetings and some things to bring up and talk about how to integrate that into your relationship, how to talk about sex, how to talk about how you feel with yourself and with each other. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's awesome. Congratulations. So many wins.
Thank you.
Anybody have anything else you want to ask Ashley as the spotlight is on her?
About the sex recon? I mean, the relationship recon?
What would that look
That
like?
too. Maybe
Yeah,
that's the second one.
well, I mean, I think it's really beautiful. I think that a lot more people should, definitely talk about sex. Recently, it was yesterday, I was with my mom and my daughter, and my daughter told my mom, my mom and dad had sex to make me. Like, that's how you make babies, Nana. And it was really beautiful. And my mom was kind of like taking a step back since she's 7. And I was like, we talk about this because this is something that should be normalized to where she knows about it. It's not some like fun new thing as a teenager where you go out and get pregnant at 16, where it's like normal that when you have a relationship when you're older to be able to touch and talk and feel and please each other in a certain way. So, where are you having these? Are these recons going to be in Austin?
Well, yes, eventually. So the recon is going to be something that you have access to via online. It's just a product that you can buy and go through yourself, either as a single or with a partner. And then the programs will be similar to other programs that we've all done, group setting style with some modules. One will be on communication only, and then the other will be on sex. And then I plan to do some in-person retreats when it gets a little easier and talking even more and possibly having some Tantra-y type things at the retreat for couples.
Nice. Do you ever plan on doing something that, like, let's say me and our couple friends want to have like a weekend retreat like in Memphis? Would that be something that you'd be willing to do?
Yeah, heck yeah. Let's come down and have fun with couples and talk about sex and communication and teach some fun little extra.
Yeah, you'll be able to learn some sexual words in Portuguese.
Oh, I like that. Yes. Yeah. I do think you said a really cool point, Lindsay, in that Josie being able to talk about, that she's here because you and Dad had sex. And that's something that really shifted a big mindset change for me too, is like, that's really why we're all here. How we're all here is because someone had sex.
And it's
So
something
making it
that
a part of the lifestyle communication, right? It's a part of our life. We're all here because of it.
Yeah. And it should be normal. It should be something that we talk about. It should be something that, isn't some kind of taboo or, I've had a couple of girlfriends that it took me so long to drag them to an adult store to where I was like, look, you should test this out. And, they always want to go for the cheapest product because they're like, I'm not going to like this. And both times, it's like they went back for more without me. And I'm like, you went by yourself. Like, this is great. Like, expanding your horizons. And I think that everybody in life and in the world would be much happier if they were more in tune with themselves. So I think what you're doing with allowing people to express and communicate that with a partner is going to make everyone's life and everybody much happier around us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for being our spotlight.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun. I mean, I like talking about sex, so anytime I get to talk about sex, I'm happy. And everyone likes to talk about themselves a little bit too, so it's fun to talk about that,
Perfect. Any other final thoughts, questions? Now, Kristen, remind me, next Monday, who is our guest?
Jody Morningstar is our spotlight for next week. Lindsay, you want one of the Mondays? We have next week, but do you want one coming up?
A spotlight? Oh. I don't know. Possibly.
Did you just get shy, Lindsay? Like, this is hard to believe for a moment.
I mean, no, I love the spotlight. Don't get me wrong. Since I was a kid, I always felt I was in the center of everything up and, until present. Like, I always find myself in the center. I mean, I would enjoy that. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say no, but I thought I didn't watch. I watched like part of the other one for,
Heather?
Layla, what was her name? Heather in New York. She's awesome. I watched like part of it and then I got distracted. I get really distracted easily. I'm like, oh, shiny object. Like, oh, dishes to do. Oh, I forgot to do math work with my kid. It's like very, very easily distracted. But I didn't know if we were gonna have more questions for Ashley or not, or if Kristen planned out some more things. Or I would have asked her more, or I guess come up with more questions to ask Ashley.
You still ask me, Lindsay.
So where are you staying in Austin? Are you staying with a friend, or have you found your own place, or what is your plan right now?
Yeah, I have my own place. I'm in a little studio in North Austin.
Nice.
So I met these people. They're like, it's like a granny flat, I guess. Is that what you call? I call this a granny flat. I don't really know the technical term. I'm like in someone's backyard in a house.
So it's called an in-law suite.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in-law suite.
So you don't want your in-laws in your house, but you want them close enough to where they think you're taking care of them.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that I always told my mom. I was like, Mom, when you get old, you'll have a little cottage outside the house, and there's going to be 2 lights on the back porch. there's going to be the green light, which says that you can come in, and there's the red light that means that we're having our family time. It's like the Krispy Kreme, hot and ready or not.
I love it. Good boundaries. Good boundaries.
Yes, definitely. So is boundary something that you're going to teach in the communication and sex?
Yep. So yeah, boundaries is a big piece in communication, especially in sex when you start diving into more of the kinky world and the BDSM, if that's things that people want to play and explore, which I highly recommend in a lot of ways. But boundaries are very important to chat about, and just having conversation around and learning how to speak and having different systems that work, words, numbers,
Safe words. Everybody has to have a safe
colors.
word at the end of the
Yeah.
what is that?
Yeah, and just constantly checking in, especially.
What?
I said it, constantly checking in. It's what I like to call sexploration.
I like it.
Yeah.
Did you patent that word yet?
No, that's not my word. I wish. I took it from someone else.
So, do you plan on doing anything other than doing your relationship recons right now, or is that your main focus, or is there any kind of like side hustle or something in your mind that you're also thinking about?
Mostly the programs like the relationship recon and the relationship upgrade programs. I have thought about, for fun, getting a part-time job at a sex store. Just find out even more about the toys.
You can get some clientele for your sex recon. I mean, relationship recon. I keep on wanting to call it sex recon.
That's okay. It's that too.
It sounds like a sensual video game that you would play like in a back room of a old 80s arcade.
That's great. Yeah. Mostly that, though. Mostly this, I guess I should say.
That's awesome. Any other questions, Lindsay?
I mean, Lindsay somewhat knows me really well too, so this is good. This is good. Her asking questions that she has been curious probably about what I've been up to.
Definitely. I mean, I'm always curious. Part of my sex recon. Not that I can think of right now, but I think what you're doing is beautiful, and I think that more women should be open and confident and willing to explore to their boundaries. But I think that the more that we talk about it, and the more that we even do things like this and empowering women and men and opening up doors, I think it's incredible. You know, we're in 2020 and there's still crazy stuff going on in the world that we can totally avoid if we talk more about this to the next generations coming up and not making everything so taboo. I'm getting attacked by mosquitoes.
I agree. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, thanks everybody for joining.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on too.
Yeah. Kristen, you have any other final thoughts?
Well, I do. Lindsay, not next week. We have somebody. You want to do September 7th? You want us to pay?
Let me open up my calendar. I started doing everything on my calendar. So, I don't think I'll be able to do September 7th because I'm coming back from a bachelorette party where being maid of honor is not a light duty, let me tell you.
No.
It's also
I call it
Memorial
I
Day,
call it a
just
shark
realized, so-
board. I'm
Or
supposed
Labor
to
Day.
Labor Day. What?
I said that's also Labor Day, I just realized. So never
Yeah,
mind on
it
that anyway.
is. Yeah, I'm having a 4-day weekend with the girls doing crazy stuff in Arkansas in the mountains, and yeah, I am not going to be fully aware on I'm going to be tired. I'll probably be passed out at this time, but maybe the 14th.
All right. September 14th.
14th it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Ashley and Kristen,
I
have
was like, all of a sudden, I could smell myself from being outside all day. I'm like, ugh,
Ugh.
A little cold.
put my arm down.
We're getting real over here.
Well, enjoy the rest of your guys' time in Austin together.
Thank you. Yes.
Fun.
All right, bye guys. Y'all have a good one.